Welcome to Buddhas in Your Landfill. I was in this restaurant that I talked about the other day where I told about the firefighters, and something else happened there that's also a little Buddha in the landfill. I hope you go back and look at some of the earlier stories, particularly when I described finding the Buddha in the landfill. As you can see, the Buddha is right here that I found in the landfill, and this is a metaphor for finding wisdom in your own backyard, in your own landfill. The world is our landfill. And when you find a Buddha, you find a little wisdom gem that informs your life and makes it work better. So anyway, I'm at the restaurant, and one of the people there was having a lot of problems with her daughter, and she was very upset. And then suddenly the meal came, and she said, "Oh, we got to have grace. We got to have grace." So we all held hands, and she said grace. She's a very religious person, and she said, "Thank you, Jesus." And we had the grace. And then after grace, I was sitting next to her, and I said, you should thank Jesus for the problem too. And she kind of like went back, whoa, I am not going to ask thank God for my problem. That just didn't compute. So I began to think that this was kind of like the world. Our world is delivered to us on a platter, like the meal comes with the waiter, and all of our experiences and everything are served to us. And then we take the ones we taste it, and so this is good. I'll eat that. Thank you, Jesus. And then we say, well, this doesn't taste good. Take it back. I'm not going to accept that. So we divide the meal of life into good and bad, and we thank Jesus for the good, and we reject the bad. So this creates, So what would happen if you thank Jesus for the bad? In other words, you thank Jesus for all the food, the good or the bad. What would that be like if we did that? What it would be like if we accepted the problem as something that can nourish us? So we accept the problem, and when we accept something, we're actually choosing it. So I'm actually choosing the problem that's given to me. I don't choose it I don't say, oh, give me a problem. But when the problem comes, I accept it as if I chose it. So when I accept the problem or thank Jesus for it, then I'm open to the wisdom the problem will give to me. See, we can only get wisdom when there's a problem. When everything's fine, there's no problem and there's no wisdom. Why should I learn anything when everything is fine? But when everything is not fine, if I don't accept it, now I've got a problem, and the problem is that I'm not going to learn anything from it. The problem is I'm not going to get any wisdom out of this. I'm not going to learn anything about myself. It's not learning. The problem with a problem is that when we get one, we blame the world for it. We blame some situation, we blame Obama, we blame the devil, we blame Trump, we blame somebody or some situation or bad luck or bad fortune or the devil, whatever. Somebody's to blame, but Jesus is not to blame, you see, or God's not to blame. But this doesn't really work very well because we keep getting more problems. It's like there's always, what next? I get everything just right, no problem, and now I got a problem. And we get problems with what solved the previous problems. So we're living in a world of unending delivery system of problems, and we don't know how to get out. So this is a wisdom Buddha. This is a Buddha I found in my landfill, that if I accept the problem, again, not asking for one, but when one comes, and I know it's a problem because I have pain. You see, the problem is I've got some pain. And this is, there are two kinds of pain, just quickly. If I stick a fork in my hand, that's physical pain, okay. But when I stick a fork in my mind, That's mental pain. That's psychological. That's suffering pain. So if I stick a fork in my hand, I've got no problem. I've got accident. But if you stick a fork in my hand, now I got a problem. It's the same pain, but now I've got two pains. The pain in my hand and the pain that you gave me, you see. It's that second pain that we want to get rid of. Okay, so thanking Jesus for the pain makes the pain a source of wisdom. So now I want to inquire into the pain to see what it has to tell me, you see. So I'm asking the pain in the problem because I don't know what the wisdom, you never know what wisdom is. You have to ask for it. So when you ask your pain to reveal its secret wisdom to you, then it will, you see. But if you don't, it won't, and the pain continues. So if you resist the pain persists. What you resist persists. If you thank Jesus for it, then you are asking for wisdom in the pain. And this changes everything, okay? So that's our Buddha in the landfill for today. Thank you.